So, what exactly does an architectural license even mean? Like, what does that mean? I've talked a lot about being an architect and being somebody who's very knowledgeable about construction and design, but how does that benefit you as a buyer or a seller of a home? Um, Having an architectural license is it means that I've gone to school, that I've gone through a set of requirements, which I actually had to do an intern development program, which took like 3 years to get through. And you basically had to have a certain number of hours on all the different criteria that an architect would need, from schematic design, which is just the very basic initial design of a property, all the way through construction details. And that just means knowing and understanding how a wall goes together. Like, what are the different facets of a wall? And so I'm able to help clients look at properties in a different manner, and also am able to explain things that they may or may not have a grasp or an understanding of. So for an example, the other day we were walking a property and somebody was looking at these little holes at the bottom of brick. Sometimes when you look at homes, you'll see like a sliver of grout missing, and it will be at every brick or every other brick, and those are called weep holes. Now, some people recognize them, know them, understand them, but they may not really understand how they work or why they're there. Well, when you have a brick wall, it creates there's an airspace in between the brick and the wood, which a lot of people don't know, and then there's a drainage plane, and so you want air circulation to go from those weep holes through the eave and kind of have a circulation. It allows the wall to breathe, and then there's also a drainage plane in case water does get behind that wall. There's a weep hole at the bottom for water to escape. And so that's just one example of the level of detail and the level of knowledge that having an architectural license and an architectural and construction background can help a buyer or seller with. And then I can also gauge, like, are things going to cost an exorbitant amount of money? Should you stay away from this home? Should we just walk out of it now and not waste our time and effort and money to see if it's something that is going to be of benefit to you or your family? So that's really what an architectural and construction background means and what it does. And I hope that if you're looking for somebody that is going to be knowledgeable in these things, that's going to save you time and money, and that's likely important to you, please reach out. Let us know how we can help. Even if it's just answering questions, we are here for you. And I love getting into the